everybody, welcome back to Stronger Yoga. It's me, Scott. I'm here with Nick. We are helping to strengthen your poses and strengthen your practice. Now, we're going to show you one more thing in this series, and that's Utkatasana, awkward pose. Some people call it chair pose, lightning bolt pose. It has a lot of names, but how do we make it stronger? Okay, so he's got a block there, and what he's going to do is place it between his feet. I want to show him the feet first, Nick, just so we get a sense of how far apart the feet should be. About 4 inches or so. It's really important that the toe bones are pointing straight forward. So I'll have Nick grab that block and just place it between his knees for right now. And notice if he places it between the knees, the feet might have to widen a little bit. But what we're really going to focus on is not how far he can sit down, because there's an extreme to everything. There's a point of diminishing returns, right? So the lower he sits, the more he might have to lower his heart. So what we want to do is think about just lifting the arms, pulling the hips back. So this might be the pose that you're doing in class or the pose you're teaching in your yoga class. Typically it would be palm down, right? Which is like this feeling of dominance, but this is a little bit neutrality of the arms that we could actually, if we rotate the palms up, we start to laterally rotate the humerus, and that helps to hug the shoulder blades onto the back. It feels like you're trying to offer somebody an exercise ball. So he's not trying to squeeze and crush this block, okay? Let's be clear about that. All he's doing is preventing the block from falling to the floor. Because if he did, go ahead and let that block fall. A lot of times, remember, if we're letting the knees bow out, it means that we're not in control of our back and the hips. So we want to maintain shank neutral. That means that the distance between the inner knees is about the same as the inner ankles. That's really important. I'm going to have him come out and take a break real quick. And now we're going to really take a close look at the hips and the pelvis. Because I mentioned before, when he was doing this pose before, and we were really focused on the block, let's go at that again and really pay attention to the pelvic tilt, okay? So he's going to go back into that neutral foot position, about 4 inches between the ankles and the knees. And when he begins to squat, we want the hips to go down and back, the hips, okay? But we want the bottom of the glutes to lift up, right? And from Nick's anterior, from his front, that would be like trying to pull his groin away from the camera. And then also, he's increasing the tension through his lateral lines as he sits by reaching up and out and spreading the palms. Let's come out one more time, Nick. And let's take a look at one more thing. So you don't have to use all these expressions of the arms. Sometimes it's just helpful to steady yourself with the arms palms down. So let's look at that pose one more time. And the other thing I'm going to have Nick do differently is not focus so much on the distance between the feet. So if he widens his feet a little bit, and his hips are about, his feet are about as wide as his hips, and he squats down and just reaches forward. Remember, we want to imagine always when we're squatting that we're about to do a deadlift, right? So we don't want to round the back. If the camera can come around to his back, if we're going, push into my hand with your lumbar and draw the tailbone down, good. This is what we're trying to avoid. So as he draws his glutes up and back and creates this lumbar curve again, you can feel and see this beautiful posture that he's creating through his spine. Another way that we can ramp this up is by slowly lifting the heels. So notice that when he lifted his heels, he didn't sit up and straighten his legs. He stayed low in the glutes and the heels high, working that hallux joint, working all these muscles in his leg. This guy's shaking, he's working so hard. So thanks for checking out this video. I hope that helped your Utkatasana become stronger, and we'll see you for the next series really soon. Hey everybody, thanks for checking out our video today on Utkatasana. Please leave us a like if you enjoyed this video. If you want to see more of our videos, subscribe. And if you always want to be up to date on when we drop new content, hit the notification bell. At Stronger Yoga Academy, we're really passionate about helping beginners develop a practice, for advanced practitioners to advance their practice, and for teachers to sharpen their teaching skills. Thanks for watching this video, everybody. We'll see you in the next one.